Hey everybody, this is Dr. Stephen with the Graduate Ministry Practicum class, and I'm calling this Week 2 Expectations, and I'm hoping to tape one of these every week. I should have had this one up sooner. Hopefully you'll see this on Monday sometime, but hopefully the next week's coming up, I'll be able to get it done before Monday morning itself when I put it up. I just want to take a minute or two every week and just kind of share kind of what we're thinking about for that week. It's not a big deal because most of your coursework is your ministry practicum itself. And we're just going to have the one discussion question each week. But there's some purpose in that. This week's discussion question, of course, is what are you doing in your practicum? What area of ministry? And I'm looking so forward to reading those. And I hope we can all read them and be praying for one another and respond back and forth. And I was thinking about some things, and I wondered, maybe you might be thinking, why is it important to even take this practicum, and why do we need to learn about everybody else and what they're doing? And I also began to reflect on this past week, actually this weekend. It's all I have left. It's a little plastic container that a few vials were in. It's a belated birthday present. My birthday is the end of June. And my wife got me, and I'm so excited about it, she got me the Ancestry DNA kit, where I took a fairly large container and I spit in it. I had to spit about 7 or 8 times to get enough saliva. And then I put this cap with some kind of a blue solution that stabilizes it and shook it all up. And I had to register online and activate it and then send it in a couple of separate envelopes and then mail it away. And in 6 to 8 weeks, I'm going to find out some things about who I am. And you know, it's kind of funny, but I'm nervous and I'm excited about finding out a little more about who I am. Well, I began to think about that question, who am I? Who am I in context of, from Ancestry DNA, other ethnic groups and cultural groups and that sort of thing, other nations. But then I began to think about who am I in terms of my ministry DNA? Well, I think at my age and stage in my life, I'm 62 years old, and I think I'm starting to finally understand who I am in terms of my ministry DNA. Of course, I pastored for many years and then transitioned into mission work, but I have to say it wasn't until I really began to see what other people were doing in ministry that God used it to begin to clarify my ministry DNA. So what I'm hoping for is that this will be one step, one link, one component in that process where you guys begin to understand your ministry DNA, who you are. And in some ways, the best way to understand who we are is understanding others around us and who they are as well. So I look forward to seeing our interaction in the discussion threads. It's not a big deal. Somebody asked me about the word count. I have to be honest, in this kind of a class, while the university suggests 250 words for an initial post, I am not going to worry about word count. I said in the one comment I made to one of the students, word count is not what counts. What really counts is let's just thoughtfully and respectfully and with some maturity and discernment and wisdom, let's just respond and go back and forth with one another, and we won't worry about word count per se. Okay, so everybody's going to get full credit as long as we're all participating in this. So that's this week, is just you continue on with your ministry practicum and respond to the discussion question telling all of us what you're doing. And let's all just interact with one another on that. And then over the coming weeks, we'll start honing in a little bit on some of our discussion questions about what God's showing us about ministry and practical ministry. God bless you guys. I hope you have just a wonderful week.